Hello and welcome back to 20 Sides of Failure. Thank you very much for joining us on this fine day. Unfortunately, we are missing a few people, but we shall continue nonetheless. But before we do, we must meet the people we know and who are here. Well, we don't know them, but they are here. We are about to know them, so we are going to do that first. So let's start off with our Eladrin Ranger.
Good morning, good evening, good afternoon, depending on those time zones. My name is Eggs Benny, and today I shall be playing Varys Bezfell. My quote today, let me make sure I get the name right. This isn't credited, the website is from Brainy Quote. In all intellectual debates, both sides tend to be correct in what they affirm and wrong in what they deny.
Yeah, that's some deep stuff right there, but you know what? I accept. Let's go to our human cleric.
Hi everyone, my name is English Ray and I play the human cleric Ahmed Serona. My quote today is from Michael Brzezowski. It's easy to mistake stupidity for bravery. The results are often the same or at least similar. But bravery is knowing what you're up against and yet going into a difficult and dangerous situation anyway. Stupidity is going in with your eyes closed, not knowing or maybe not caring what the consequences could be.
Also good. Also good. Let's go to our Elven Ranger. I almost flipped the two.
Hello, I'm Naren, and I will be playing Fiora. My quote tonight comes from Star Trek II: The Wrath of Khan. Logic clearly dictates that the needs of the many outweigh the needs of the few, or the one.
Also accurate. And then last but certainly not least, we have our Tiefling Fighter.
Hello, everybody. It is your friendly neighborhood Ness, and I play our Tiefling fighter Barbar Aspen Lakoon. My quote comes from Hanif Qureshi. I was turning numb. What happened to me didn't seem to matter. Sometimes I felt angry, but most of the time I felt nothing. I've never felt so much nothing before.
Very nice. Everyone has some lovely ones today. Hello, everybody. I am your dungeon master today. Unfortunately, our princess sorcerer, elven sorcerer, and our human warlock will not be joining us today. Unfortunately, life took them elsewhere, but they are with us in the spirit. Mine is, I'm going to butcher this name, but I believe it's by Nochi Oskodja, and it's called The Raven, the meaning of the raven. It is not a bird of misfortune, it is a messenger, a guardian, a witness. The raven sees what others run from. He does not fear death, he understands it. He speaks the language of endings and beginnings. The raven is what you become when you stop chasing the light at all costs. When you learn to love the night, to find it. I can't read today, it's great. When you learn to love the night, to find in it the answers daylight could never give. He is the thinking shadow, the memory of extinguished fire. He does not mourn loss, he transforms it. He is the spirit walking between worlds, wings full of truth, heart emptied of fear. He seeks neither approval nor understanding. He observes, he waits. His wisdom is sharp, his loyalty absolute. When he speaks, it is to warn. When he falls silent, it is to save. The raven is the wounded mind that survived innocence. It is the beauty of refusal, the elegance of mourning, the power of silence. He does not shine, he watches. He does not charm, he knows. The raven is not an omen, it is a proof that even the night has wings. That was a long one that I butchered.
We love it, though.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was gorgeous.
Apparently there's a bunch, so I might just start doing those. It's got a couple different animals. But with that, the music's annoying the shit out of me, so let's change that up a little bit, shall we? But yeah, if you were here last session, which was not last week because unfortunately I had other things that popped up, the party was essentially boarded by a pirate ship called the Drowned Crown, whose whole deal is dealing with debts. Ferris and Maxwell went aboard to try to save a man's debts, and in an aspect saved themselves, but could not save the man himself. It's a bit complicated, so I'm not going to go too in depth on that recap. I would just recommend going back onto YouTube and checking it out on 20 Sides of Failure. I recommend it. I was pretty happy with that session. I hope you will be too. But we are essentially taking up after that the morning of. And we are going to lock that in as I pop the ocean into existence. The morning reaches you each slightly differently. The previous night affected you in different ways. The sun is warming. The sun warms your skin, and the salt breeze fills your nostrils. The world carries on as if nothing happened the night before, as though they don't want to remember, whether it be from fear or just from an understanding of some things need to not be spoken about. You each find your particular chore for that morning, whether it be scrubbing the deck, help tying down ropes, making sure the cargo is set, assisting in dinner or in cooking for breakfast and the following meals. I'm immediately actually going to turn this over to you all. I'm going to ask Ferris, what does your day, what does Ferris have planned for this day? Anything in particular? How is she feeling? What's going on from the night before?
Well, my plans and Varys' plans have been scuppered by the fact that Maxwell's not here.
Mm-hmm.
Because she was going to realistically take him aside and, for however long it took, essentially have like a heart-to-heart conversation with him about the pseudo argument that everyone had yesterday.
Mm-hmm.
Because she wants to know, like, where's his head at? What's he thinking? Is he okay?
Understood.
And is essentially she's going to be spending as long as it takes to be with him that morning, and maybe even into the afternoon, because it's the idea of, yes, we are a team, and yes, we are a group, but my heart and my loyalty realistically are with Max. Mm-hmm. So I need to make sure that he's okay.
Okay, that's easy enough, and you guys can be paired into your daily chores, so you're kind of working next to each other, in between taking your breaks, able to have those conversations wherever they be. Which we'll wait for Maxwell, because I believe he probably has a few words to add to that. So then I will bounce this over to the next person this also affected, Fiora. What is your plans for the day, and how are you doing?
Fiora is not doing too good at all. She did take that level of exhaustion, so she's kind of worn out and just kind of past the point of tears, and now just in like the silence. She's going to claim the job of, I am going to help in the galley with the food, because then I don't have to look at anybody.
Okay. And that is easy enough to do. Be able to find work, whether it be, working, cleaning potatoes, cutting up onions, not doing any of the exact cooking, but just assisting in the prep, whether it be cleaning, prepping, moving things. The cook doesn't say no. It's not the first time you've helped either, so he knows he knows you're dependable in the kitchen when needed. What about our human cleric?
Ahmed is very much in her own head space once again. And so I think she just gets up, doesn't say anything to anybody, doesn't even wish anybody a good morning, goes straight to the closet, scries on Onwin, and then afterwards just does any and all tasks that she can see, think of. She probably rearranges everything in that closet again, scrubbing everything within an inch of its life, just anything to not talk to anybody, because she is bottling once again and is rethinking over and over the crosswords that she had with Max.
Okay. Then last but certainly not least, we have our tiefling fighter. What is Aspen doing?
I would say that Aspen probably wakes up when Max gets out of bed, because they're kind of huddled together. And he, I would say, gives Max like a hug in the morning, but he pretty much stays out of everybody's way. He's got some really tumultuous emotions going on right now, and it's anger and sadness and anxiety just all swirling, and he doesn't really know how to deal with that in any other way than to just bear it and do whatever he can to not think about it. So for the most part, he's just being an errand boy at this point. If he finishes his chores, he's doing other people's chores for them. You know, he always asks beforehand, but he's basically just doing absolutely anything and everything he can to do something with his hands, to keep his mind off of what did happen, just to keep the guilt and the worry at bay. And for the most part, he's very silent. Very much nonverbal, except for the yes or no, or very simple communication. And I would say, yeah, the party doesn't really see a lot of him. They might see flashes of him going up, you know, up to the crow's nest. They might see him dithering around, tying knots, making sure cargo is secured. But he mostly stays out of everybody's way.
Man, we have a very very lively group today of the few people who are here. Everyone's like, I talk to no one. I be with no one. I'm like, okay.
I'm sorry that you struck us right to the core, and now we all have to think about it.
I did no such thing. I brought up a scenario, people did stuff, and that's it.
You brought up a morality case, and you didn't think there were going to be repercussions.
I think no matter what I do, you guys are always going to be at each other, okay? Let's be honest here. I can't even bring you together in a place called Tranquility. I don't think I'm ever going to be able to do it. This is just what I've come to
Hey,
understand.
don't blame any of us.
I-
Max isn't
Look,
here
a
to
man
defend
goes where a man
himself.
goes.
I never blame. I didn't blame anybody. I'm just saying. I'm blaming all of you.
I could technically blame Varys for Edric, because she's the one who had him introduce himself to
Yes.
Fiora.
Let's point fingers. I love it.
You point fingers all you want, honey. You just said that I'm trying to make you social.
Yeah, I love you, eggs, and I love Varys.
To add to yours, Aramid, the scrying does continue to fail, and you assumed after talking with Arabella, the cells are probably having some sort of anti-magic field around it to prevent people from either sending or receiving any type of magic.
Yeah, it's what she would assume, but at least she knows that way. She's at least in the jail.
Yes, that you would know, of course. So,
Yep.
but yeah, okay, easy enough to do. The morning goes as a typical day would. It seems to take longer with everyone in a fairly mellow or lonesome mood. The day just drives on. The sun does not seem like it wants to set. It wants to just hang in the air, remind you that night is coming, but not soon enough for all of you. You don't have too much longer of travel. I believe you have a week left, roughly. I believe that's it.
Una momento, señor. Una momento.
Okay. See.
Calendar notes. We are key dates. Da, 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 da. About 3 to 4 weeks is the expected arrival to Alenvario.
Okay.
And we started to travel on July 9th, and we are currently on July 21st, so we've been on this vessel for 12 days.
12 days. So, all right, you have a little longer than expected, but it is slowly getting closer to the end, whether you feel like it is or it's not. But the sun does finally set, giving that nice glow across the ocean, making it show the endlessness and the vastness of the ocean itself. So the sun finally heads down to where the moon rises and takes its place. It's fairly cloudy this night. It's hard to see the stars and the covered sky. The ocean claps against the side of the hall. And that familiar glow that some of you have pointed out to each other returns in the ocean. Soft blues, greens, hints of gold. And just as it comes, it also fades, never getting too close. Two days pass. Further beneath clear skies and fairly favorable winds. The sea becomes calm, sails full, quiet recompense cuts steadily northward across dark blue waters. Life aboard still settles into a rhythm. Watches change and decks are scrubbed, lines are coiled, meals are shared in relative silence. Captain Voss remains disciplined as he always is. But the one thing you have gained some awareness, even though you guys are each in your own solitude and solemnness, no one enters the room with the cargo unless they have to, and if they do, they're always accompanied by another. Reminds you of
Because Max isn't here, I'm pretty sure that Bella trying to get into the cargo is going to be saved for later.
I'm ruling stuff because he's not here, so I'm just going to choose what is best for the story and proceed from there. That's what I have prepped, and so screw Max. I'm not changing it. So with that being said, I should stress this right now. Some things may be retconned in the next sessions. I don't know what it will be. I will try to avoid it as much as possible, but people bear with me when it comes to that. One of the things is, actually, he never told anybody about Bella, so I'm going to remain quiet about that. But now that 2 days have passed, my question is, does anybody do anything? Go ahead.
Sorry, so when you said like the evening is foggy and stuff, did you then say, I didn't hear you say the next day, so we're now on July 22nd.
Yes, I said that night fades.
My bad.
2 days passed beneath clear, meaning jumping into 2 days, so I apologize. So yes, now
okay, so we're on the 23rd.
Oh,
okay.
I took that to mean that 2 days have been, and we're now on the 23rd, which is why I moved the calendar.
Yes, we are on the 23rd now.
Okay.
Beautiful.
Yes.
Fiora
Okay.
does sleep. 'Cause
Oh,
she's...
yes. Those who did not get a long rest or have some sort of exhaustion, now you can quench it, if you will. So, being that a few days pass, if people want to change their moods or have a conversation, you are welcome to do so. I am not trying to encourage it. I am leaving space open before I continue with the story.
Emma's not going to have that conversation with Max until Max says he wants to have a conversation.
Okay. So this is the part where retcons made him like, hey, he said something this day and whatnot. Right now, things are
And I
centered
keep
around
scrying.
Max, and he's not fucking there.
I scry every morning as well.
That's easy. I will just assume you use a spell slot every morning, and if it changes from it doesn't work, I will specify.
Cool.
Okay.
Well, Fiora continues working in the galley because avoidance.
Okay.
I think by the end of the second day, Varys will have clocked that like Fiora is intentionally keeping herself away from everyone. And will essentially start doing the thing that when you see people trying to get on the good side of like feral animals. It was like slow, steady movements, nothing too big, nothing too quick, nothing too forced, but we'll just slowly, carefully start doing little things just to essentially say to Fiora, like, I am here for you. I care about your well-being. Don't talk to me if you don't want to, but I am here.
She does notice the motions from Varys and does acknowledge it for the most part. She's definitely not starting a conversation, but like the glances that she would give to Varys would be able to see just how hurt she is over all of this.
And Varys' face is just full of sympathy. Like, she gets it. She fully understands it. And there's no forcing it. She's not trying to get anything out of you before you're ready. Just more the thing of, you're allowed to be hurt, but remember that there are people that care about you. You don't need to do this alone.
Mm-hmm.
But other than that, I think Varys, to be fair, is that kind of like host in the storm kind of metaphor, whereas like she doesn't feel the need to talk about what happened, but she can see that everyone around her is hurting in some way or form. So she's just essentially saying to everyone, like, you can come to me if you need to. We can have a chat if you need to. We can have a cuddle if you need to. Like, whatever it is that people need, I'm here.
That is easy enough to do. Whether people decide to take it or not, that is their decision. But well, I'll pause. Do people wish to do something, or do I continue?
I would definitely say that Aspen would seek out Ermid for the sole purpose of translating when he's feeling especially nonverbal. Because she's like the only person who knows ASL. So he would be like, not a lot, but especially if somebody needs a more verbose answer or needs to get a little bit of a back and forth going with him, he'll kind of find Airmed and kind of drag her over to be translator. And I would say Aspen absolutely takes up the affection from Varys. It's very hesitant, and it's very obvious that, at least to Varys, that Aspen is trying to put on a strong front. But when he does come to her, it's very much like a little bit of what you were talking about before with Fiora, of the feral animal, just very quietly and not really speaking much, but like he would like headbutt her hand and like wrap her in tight hugs and curl up in her lap and kind of just exist with her for a while. And especially on days where he's like run himself extremely ragged, he might like accidentally take a nap like in her lap for a little bit. But his sleep is very sparse for him. Even when he does bunker down for the night, it's very obvious that he's not getting a lot of sleep. There's dark circles under his eyes, his cheeks are a bit more sunken and sallow, and his hands are constantly covered in either blisters or wounds or bruises just from constantly going 100% of the time. But other than seeking out like small bits of affection, Aspen mostly keeps to himself.
Okay.
When Aspen does grab Airmed to translate, like she knows exactly what it's for, and there is almost no intonation in her voice. It's just, this is what he said. This is what he's replied, kind of thing. It's like, while she's trying to do it, you can definitely tell, like, she is only doing the information crossover. She's not doing anything else.
Understandable.
Okay. During the evening of this this 23rd day or whatever, yes, the 23rd day. During this evening, Aspen,
Yes.
as you are doing one of the chores on deck, whether it be just, scrubbing the railing, doing something of the sort, you feel a hip check. All of a sudden, I want you to make a dexterity saving throw.
Oh god, okay.
I'm going to say disadvantage because you're kind of disassociating with everything lately, so... What, still rolled very well.
17.
That is still very good. Okay. You get bumped, but you like catch yourself. You whip around, and oh, what the fuck did I just do? Hold on, I'm sorry.
It's totally fun.
I don't my. Oh, okay, I don't know. My browser just did something very weird, and I don't know what I just did, but I did something. I don't like what I just did. It's fine. As you turn around, you see Lettuce, like, oh, didn't see you there, as he's, like, sweeping.
Aspen kind of, like, gives him a bit of a glare and, like, goes back to doing his chore. But, like, he keeps an eye on Lettuce.
Oh yeah, you keep an eye. He takes the mop out of the bucket and splashes it. It splashes over your boot. Oh, sorry about that. I bet. I'm just clumsy today.
That time he kind of looks at Lettuce and his ears pull back and his face is scrunched up and he kind of gives Lettuce this look of like, really? With like the raised eyebrow.
And just shrugs like, sorry. Shit happens, man.
He just very slowly goes back to doing his chore, but absolutely keeping that eye on Lettuce, because the next time he does something, at least Aspen might be able to retaliate.
That's fair. That's fair. He goes back and for a while doesn't do anything. And like you sit keeping an eye, but you start like forgetting a little bit and start going back to your work as you feel the wooded end of the mop poke you into like the kidney.
Yeah, Aspen will turn around and like it's a like whip around like.
Well, when you whip around, the first thing you see is him doing like this stupid martial arts like kind of pose of like standing up on one foot, like pointing, going whoa.
Aspen, he had a like really frustrated look on his face with his teeth pulled back and like a growl rumbling, and he stops as soon as he sees Lettuce. And there's just this look of pure confusion on his face. What are you doing?
I got it. I got it. Yes. He does like the little arm like it, like he succeeded.
Aspen kind of just looks at him like he's grown like 2 more heads. Or it's just very, very confused, not really understanding anything, and a little bit of bewilderment.
He just looks at you with a big smile on your face. He just goes, what? Is my hair wrong? He like starts like fixing his hair.
Why are you like this?
Would you want me any other way?
Aspen kind of like purses his lips a little bit. It's very obvious that the answer is no, but Aspen kind of just like rolls his eyes a little bit and like gestures to the chore that he was working on.
Potato? As he just pulls out of like a little sack that he has like kind of like a fanny pack in a way with a little like hip pack. He just pulls out a raw potato. Potato?
What?
Potato. Potato.
But it's raw.
Potato.
No, thank you.
Potato. Potato. And just puts it back in his little pocket.
Are you feeling all right?
Potato.
Aspen kind of just gives Lettuce this look that's like, it's very assessing. Like, he does a full scan, like head to toe, and is like looking to see if Lettuce has like fucking heat stroke or something, like if he looks flushed
No.
or if he's sweatier than usual, like just full on like what the fuck is wrong with you?
You look him up head to toe. He's looking good. He's got a very nice tan going. His blonde hair's grown out until it blown in the wind. His eyes are glowing. He's you can see he's been, you know, not, he doesn't really need to hit the weights or anything because of all the extra work he's been doing on the shit and all the rigging. Like, he's looking pretty good.
Did you hit your head or something?
Potato.
Aspen kind of just huffs and like he mimes to like turn around and do his chore and then whips back around to see like if if Lettuce has moved or has done anything else.
Oh yeah, he was absolutely trying to go poke you again, but then you stopped it. He like frozen like mid motion, going, "Potato."
Yeah, Aspen tries to bite Lettuce.
Roll me a grapple check.
Okay, cool. Athletics, yeah.
Yep. Oh shit, I rolled poorly.
I rolled worse. I think.
yeah,
Yeah.
I saw that. 20. You go to grapple him, and he just ducks out of the way. He's going to try to like grab both of your legs and like throw you into the ground. Roll an acrobatics or athletics check. Gosh, shit. Oh, there we go.
Natural 19.
For anybody who's on deck, all of a sudden you just hear tumbling as all of a sudden these two individuals, one goes tries to grapple, the other one flips around, goes for the legs. Aspen, you jump out of the way, he falls to his knees. You just see these two people just now trying to wrestle, and you just hear coming from one of them, "Potato!"
Emma's probably like praying on the stand, just looks and sees it and his potato and just goes, "Not my fucking issue." Just goes back to praying.
Aspen, what do? You're up.
Yeah, no, Aspen is just full tilt, like, oh, you wanna fucking go? Let's fucking go. Yeah, we'll just... Because he doesn't want to, like, hurt Lettuce. But yeah, he'll try to get him in, like, a headlock. Let's go with that.
Roll me another athletics. Oh, all right. Because it was the save. You go for a headlock, you get him wrapped into it, but he's able to twist his head just right and push it over. And when he does that, you're now in front of him. He's gonna go try to wrap his arms around yours and your torso to put you in a bear hug. Another athletics.
Oh boy.
Oh shit! With a natural one, as he goes to bear hug, you see it, you go and you kick out of the way, but your foot slips as he's falling down, and you just smash him straight in the nose with your boot.
Oh.
You just hear as he just holds his face.
Yeah, he didn't mean to do that, but Aspen, like...
His face was in the way. You didn't do it. His face was in the way.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He kind of just, like... There's a little bit of, like, surprise. Like, it's very obvious that he didn't mean to do that, but he, like, just lets it be a stun and just goes to, like... like, climb onto Lettuce's back while he's, like, doubled over.
Okay, yeah, rolling on athletics. He's gonna have disadvantage because of the nose. Oh, shit.
Emmett sees that, doesn't do anything but chuckles and just walks down just to watch this closer.
Yeah. And with that, Aspen, you're now behind him. You're able to lock your arms onto him. His arms are at his side. You're pulling him back. Ah, shit. What can he do? Not a ton. What does he have prepared?
Oh my god.
Smite!
Yeah, I don't know about that one. None of these really work for any.
No, he's got smite and healing hands. That's about it.
It is about it. With that, you just feel his hands start tapping the wood, going, "Potato, potato, potato."
Okay, yeah. Aspen will, as soon as he feels the tap, Aspen lets go. Is Lennis's nose bleeding at all?
There's just a little small streak of blood coming down, but like it's not like his nose is broken or anything like that. It's more of like you did a little trauma to the face. It's gonna bleed. It's gonna be fine.
Okay, yeah. He'll just kind of like take out an extra cloth from his bag, like, and just hand it to Lennis with this look of like, "Try me, bitch." Where his ears are pulled back, like he's panting a little bit, and like he's got this scowl on his face.
You see it, he takes it and just holds up a finger, like holds up a finger to like show it to you. He goes, "Potato, puts it in his nose, and you see a little faint white glow as he does lay on hands and pulls it
Oh my
out.
god. This dumb boy. I'm sobbing.
And then he just looks at the finger, looks at you, and then tries to poke you with the same finger.
Aspen will try to bite said finger.
Okay. Roll me. Yeah, I guess roll me a unarmed attack.
I love that. Okay, let's go.
Roll me an unarmed attack. Let's see. Is it? It's Dex plus 10. Okay, you have to beat a 10.
Dex plus 10.
Well, it's no. So that's armor, right? It's your dexterity
Okay.
10 plus your dexterity. He's not wearing armor, so it's 10.
Alright. It's just,
So it's gonna be your strength essentially.
yeah.
Strength check.
Oh,
Go! And you go to bite it, and he brings back his hand, and it like looks at you like, "How dare you!"
Aspen's like tail is flicking behind him. It's very much like playful. Like he's absolutely just full on having a great time, but he looks incredibly serious.
You see, Lettuce gets back up, rubs his nose, brings his shoulders up, put his hands up in like a boxing move, and starts bouncing.
Yeah, no. Aspen won't even like wait. As soon as he sees Lennis pulling like his fists up, oh, he's absolutely going. Aspen plays fucking dirty.
Okay. What are you doing?
Probably try to get his feet out from under him.
Okay, I'm gonna say that's like I'm gonna make that a dexterity one because you're trying to like
Okay.
sweep the legs. So roll me. I'll say roll acrobatics. I'll let you do acrobatics. I'm also gonna
21.
say, oh yeah, he's not gonna succeed. This is gonna be fucking 2. So with that, he gets up, bounces once as you just swing your leg around, just kick him out from it, and just everyone just hears a large thud as his back just lands onto the back of on top of the deck. You just hear it comes from his breath as the wind gets knocked out of him.
Aspen will just crawl over and like sit on his chest.
Potatoes.
Looks down and is just like, "Are you done now?"
The thumb comes up, kind of like the Terminator thumb, and just goes, potato.
Aspen will get up and like basically like hold a hand out and pull Lennis up as well, and is just kind of giving him this very bemused look, and is just like, "Can I go back to doing my chore now?"
He taps your shoulder, like in a tag motion, goes, potato, and just takes off.
Aspen looks like he watches Lennis take off,
Like, fucking booking it.
and Aspen's like, in his head, he's like, "Dude, this is a boat. Like, where are you going to go? Like, I will find you and I will kill you." Yeah, he does a little like, he looks down at like his chore, looks at Lennis, looks down at the chore, looks at Lennis, and you just see the big sigh, like very exaggerated sigh, and Aspen like follows after Lennis.
And Arabic, since you said you kind of went over to get a little bit of a closer view, you see this happen. You see Lettuce running at you as his eyes goes back. And he looks back and points at Aspen, goes, potato! As he runs past you, like trying to get you to like run.
What, does he like grab at it, or does he just run past screaming potato?
He just he points at Aspen, yelling potato, and like kind of gesturing like to follow him.
I guess I'm following him? This is a weird day.
Okay, Aspen, you see Lettuce now has Airman hot on his tail as she starts running after him. You're booking it after. I want all three of us to roll acrobatics checks.
Oh, fuck.
Yup.
That was a natural 20.
What the fuck? Okay. So with that, Aspen, you take a look at looking at your chore, look at your chore, and then you just book it. And to avoid some of the terrain, you hop up on the railing, and actually you just start taking off on the railing. Airmaid, you see Aspen charging after. You actually like push past a little bit from Lennis, and for some reason, like you're kind of catching up speed on him and passing him up as he looks behind you, sees you Aspen, and is like, oh dude, it's like trying to like duck out of the way. Who are you trying to tag?
Oh, Airman is just a bystander. I'm full on going for Lettuce.
Full on going for Lettuce. Okay, I would like for you to roll me another athletics check, or not athletics, acrobatics. I'm sorry. My boy can't roll acrobatics. And with that, you just jump, tack his shoulder, continue on your way, and start taking off.
Yeah, no, Aspen full on, like, starts, like, scaling a little bit of the rigging to, like, get a bit higher, and then jumps off to, like, the higher point of the ship, just to get a little bit of, like, an eagle view, or a bird's eye view, to see, like, which way Lennis is coming up.
Okay. Alright. He's gonna see you. He's gonna look at you, Airman, as you're closer. He's gonna make one quick swipe to see if he can get to you. Roll me an acrobatics check. Oh my gosh. This boy! With a 3!
Get shit on!
I've
Get
put up
shit
with this
on!
antics for years!
Well, you already know it's coming, Aramid, as you just see him turn to look at you, and you're already taken off. As he swipes for you, he looks at both of you, trying to figure out who to go for. Varys and Fiora, you will hear very audibly the one yell of potato from earlier, and then a bunch of stomping and running around on the deck. Whether you are above deck or not is up to you. I know Fiora, you talked about being below deck for most of it, but you're just hearing this of people running.
I'm definitely checking out.
Yep. You walk upstairs. As you kind of walk up, you see Lettuce now racing past the front door, and you're like, wait, hold on, what's going on? You don't really see anybody running too often around here, unless it's like to like catch a rope or it's danger. As you like take an extra quick step up, you look, you see Lettuce now climbing up the rigging, trying to get to Aspen as he's looking down, sticking his tongue out at Lettuce.
I think a small smile will go over Varys' face as she just finds the stairs that would lead up to like the upper deck and where the ship's wheel would be, and she just sits and watches.
As he's chasing Aspen, he notices you. He looks at you, and you just hear him go, "Potato!"
You better not have stolen that from Cookie. She's not going to be happy.
You see him kind of pause for a second, and then just pretends to keep going like nothing happened. And this will continue for probably at least a half hour, if not longer, of just everybody running across. He gets some of the crew even on it, of like starting to tag people, and all of a sudden it becomes like 2 people are it. People are forgetting who's it, who's not, and everyone's kind of running around the boat. Captain Voss is up on top by the wheel, and he's taking note. He's not saying anything. He's kind of read the vibe of like, okay, this is needed for morale kind of deal, and actually removed himself to his captain's quarters so like authority wasn't around.
Smart move, because somebody would have definitely tried to tag him.
And that someone is an idiot named Lennis.
Maybe. At one point while this is all going on, Fiora, you will actually hang on, let me change one thing real quick. Let's see if I can Hang on. Here we go. Nope, nope, calm down. You'll hear someone coming down the stairs, Fiora, as you're peeling a couple of potatoes. You see Lennis kind of come down. He kind of clocks where you're at. He'll run over to you, and kind of, because you're sitting on like a bucket, you're a little bit lower, and he's not a super tall individual, but he's so taller and doesn't kind of want to look down. He'll kneel down onto one knee and actually like go into a pocket and like hold out a potato. And he goes, "I needed this. I'm bringing it back. Can you take a break for a minute?"
She'll nod slowly, just looking down at the potato, just like, yeah.
Great. And he does. The moment he hears the remote possibility of a yes, he just grabs your hand and yanks you up off of your stool, pulls you up the stairs, and then directly behind you just goes, "Potato!" and just runs.
She just stands there for a good solid, like, what just happened
And then
moment.
All of a sudden, you feel someone tap your shoulder and go, "Potato!" and run.
Still is like a brief deer in the headlights. Like, what am I doing? What happened? Everything kind of starts to click into place and register, and there's this like very faint smile at like the corner of her mouth. Like, she wants to play, she does want to have fun. It's the part of the nature of who she has become. It just takes her like an extra second to actually start chasing after Lennis and go like, okay, fine, I will play with you.
And with that, again, the game of potato tag convenes and ends after probably about a half hour, 45 minutes. People sweating, slipping, a couple of bruises, a couple of close calls of people falling off deck. But you can see the crew's morale has definitely gone up a bit. Hopefully some of even yours, you feel that adrenaline, that rush, the smiles reaches your face. As the adrenaline slowly goes away, you feel the sweat drip down your brow, and you're able to kind of catch your breath. Heart rate begins to slow. Your emotions may return, but you at least feel a little... Your spirits have been lifted ever so slightly, if even that, or even more. As Lennis just finds a stool and a barrel, sits down, leans back, has a water skin, just drips it, pours it over his head as he's just... it just breathes heavy.
Ahmed would sit down next to him. Pulls out the water skin. What the hell is it?
What?
There it is. And holds over Leonard's head and just goes, "Fountain." And it will just produce 5 gallons of water.
And he just goes as water just begins to spill all over deck. And then as soon as it's done, he just cracks open an eye and looks at you like, "Good one."
Potato.
Potato. Well,
And she'll give him a kiss on the cheek.
at least I don't need to take a bath now.
You probably still should.
Wow, are you telling me I smell?
You can't smell yourself.
He lifts up her arm and goes, "That's just manly musk."
If you say so.
I do. That was good. That was fun.
That was needed. Thank you.
I didn't do anything.
Are you kidding?
What? I yelled potato, and I got my ass handed to me.
Just look around at everyone.
Yeah. Everyone's looking great. Everyone's sweating, having a good time.
Yeah. And you did that.
Nah. No, everybody had it, and now somebody just needed to break the ice. I was simply the
Yeah.
hammer.
You really have no idea the power you hold. She just looks at him with like adoration.
I have no idea how to respond to that, so I guess thank you.
Potato.
Yeah, potato. Potato.
Potato.
You heard me.
I always will.
And I feel so sorry for you for that.
Well, you have to put up with me, so.
I do. Full-time job.
Mm-hmm.
You doing alright?
I feel better.
Good.
Just like playing some of the words over in my head, but I can't keep doing that.
No, but you're really good at it.
Overthinking? Yeah.
Ever since we were little, that was like your best skill.
Mm-hmm.
Well, at least you know it is. Maybe you can take a break.
Take a break and do what? I reorganized that closet 4 times just today.
I don't know. It might be a 6th time. I'm kidding. So don't kill me.
That is something I will never do.
Well, give it time. I wouldn't say never. I'm glad people potatoed. I think it was very well needed. Believe it or not, I cannot take credit for that potato game. Someone introduced that to me when I was in Kamoy. My group. Yeah. The big dude, he was the one, yeah. I guess that's something he played as a kid. And anytime our group was having a stressful time, someone would get a potato or something that looked like a potato. Could be a rock sometimes. And we would absolutely crush each other. So I was like, you know what? I gotta pay that forward.
Do you want me to message them? So you can see how they're doing?
And you see, it kind of catches him off guard. Like, the thought never entered his mind. And he kind of thinks about it for a minute. No, not yet. I don't feel like it's the right time. But thank you.
I'm more than happy to be the messenger.
I appreciate that. You do that for so many people.
Well, I'm a lot cheaper and faster than a letter, so...
Yeah, especially right now. I don't know how far a letter would honestly get.
Depends how far you throw it in a bottle.
Message in a bottle sounds like a bad start to a song.
Yeah, a little bit.
Oh, alright, well, before the captain kills me, I guess I should get back to work and clean up the things we've knocked down. He looks around and a couple barrels fell over.
I'll help you.
Thank you, I appreciate that. With that, people go back to business again. Some spirits lifted, maybe others not. But the day slowly goes down to where the moon rises. It's a clearer night than the ones before. there anything people wish to do before I continue?
I will say that when Lennis does go to like bunk down, he finds like a little parcel in his hammock. And it's just an assortment of dried fruits.
Okay.
No note, nothing else. Just a small bundle of fruits.
Small bottle of dried fruit. Yeah, no, absolutely. When he kind of bends out, you see, if you watch, he kind of picks it up, looks at it, and he just shrugs and pops one in his mouth. If someone ever poisoned him, he'd have no idea. He just didn't think twice. Like, oh, fruit. Like that was it.
He's such a himbo. Oh my god.
He just lays in his hammock and just doesn't check it, nothing. It's just like, oh yeah, sweet. Oh, this is delicious. Who is? I'm assuming. You don't have to. I'm assuming some people are assisting in the night's watch.
Huge.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
my sleeping pattern, it makes sense.
Okay, so pretty much everybody will be taking a role. Fair enough. Then, as the night, if I could spell things. What's this one? Sure. Not too ominous, but ominous enough. The night comes, the moon's right high, you can see the stars. And my notes are gone. I love that. Okay, hang on.
Your note's gone, my pen's gone. We're doing great.
We're doing fantastic. Potato!
Potato!
Alrighty. Need to get that up. Trying to find it. Can everybody roll me a D20 or D100? Everyone roll me a D100. Okay. Aramid,
Mm-hmm.
do you want this to be a whisper?
Oh, shit. Sure.
Okay, this is going to be typed to you, okay?
Okay, that's fine.
Okay. Waiting for something, and then we'll continue. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say this happens during Varys's watch. As you take watch, it changes without ceremony. Boots cross the deck before fading into the darkness below. Helmsman gives a quiet nod to you replacing him before stepping away, leaving only the steady groan of the wheel and the endless rush of water slipping along the hull. The lantern hanging near the stern sways gently with the rhythm of the ship, casting long shadows across the deck before drawing them back again. Oh, hang on a second. Hang on 1 second. I missed a rule. Above the moon hangs high between scattered clouds. Light paints a silver path across the ocean, broken only by the ship's wick stretching into the darkness behind you. The sails remain full, the rigging whispers overhead. One by one, the sounds of the ship settles into the same familiar rhythm they have every night since leaving the port. Okay. As a few hours pass, the faint glow beneath the surface that you've once seen before returns. Again, scattered patches of pale blue, hints of green, flecks of gold. The color moves with the swell, weaving together beneath the ship before slowly drifting apart again, disappearing into the darkness, only to return moments later. Water's calm. The glow never breaks the surface. It almost makes the ocean look warm and inviting to you, Varys. Roll me a perception check, Varys.
Perception.
Is that a natural one? It is-
Oh shit!
It is a natural one. Okay.
Yeah, that is.
All right then. Well, let me get to a point where you would have heard this. As you are there, slightly distracted by the glowing lights, just something to watch, something to do as you glance up ahead of you, making sure there's no icebergs or anything of that nature. There shouldn't be in the summertime, but, you know, shit happens. You hear a swoosh. Something splash into the water.
I go to look overboard where I think I heard the sploosh.
Yeah. As you begin to look around for it, you go to the side of the ship, and as you look over, you see a hat floating in the ocean.
Oh yeah, I immediately, remembering the protocol that the captain taught us on, like, the first day, I run over to a bell that is on the main deck still, but it's near the door to the hold, and I just start screaming at the top of my lungs, "Man overboard!"
As the bell begins to ring, everyone is immediately woken up by the bell. You're hearing the voice of Varys of man overboard. People start jumping out of their hammocks. You guys are bumping into people as you all trying to run up on deck. Varys, the captain, comes one of the first ones out, sword at his hip, jacket over his shoulders. You can see his night clothes is on. He walks up and goes, "What is the issue? Where is the man overboard?"
Quick, succinct direction just goes, hat was seen there, we've traveled this far, so it'll be about there.
Yeah. With that,
Body's not seen, just clothing.
everyone begins, not everybody, but he goes over the side. A couple of the crewmen do. The other ones begin to like grab like the lifeboat to be able to swing over the side. People are working on the rigging, lowering the sails. Like everyone knows their job and begins to be put to work. The sails are brought up. The little dinghy boat, is dropped off to the side. Crewmen jump into there, including the captain, which is those who have sailed before, slightly unheard of. The boat is stilled, and the dinghy begins to go back. About an hour goes by before you finally begin to see the small dinghy begin to return. The original crew only. As the captain and the rest of the crew climb back up on board. Captain looks at all of you and goes, "We are going to do a roll call. First mate, please find out who that was." "Alright, Captain. Alright, get to the line. One at a time. We're going to read your name off into the ledger. If you're here, you're going to yell, 'Aye.' And one by one, she starts calling everybody out until there's a single voice that doesn't call out. An individual that was also paid to gain passage on the water, not one of the original crew. And with that, the first mate gives a simple moment of silence and just goes, "All right, everyone, back to sleep, back to work, whatever your jobs was. Who was on duty when the man went overboard?"
I mean, Varys will be honest. He's been like, it was me.
All right, I need to speak with you. Come here. And she kind of like goes off to like a kind of a quieter corner.
Mm-hmm. Varys follows.
Please explain everything you heard, how it happened, when you called it out, the delay, who, if you saw, did you see them? Please just tell me everything.
And to be fair, because of who Varys is and her alignment, she will go into full detail. Just like, this is what I saw. Saw the lights in the ocean. Heard the splash. All I saw of the crew member was the hat, which is when I immediately ran over to ring the bell.
Think you didn't see him walk up and out? He should have been below deck.
At that point, she goes, didn't even hear anyone come up on deck. The first I knew of anyone going over was the sound of the splash.
Let's see. Understood. There shouldn't be any repercussions for the situation. You are going to be relieved for the night just because of reasonability of things happening again, giving your eyes a rest in case you were tired. Appreciate the information. You will be replaced, and don't blame yourself for it if you did. She goes, go ahead.
All Varys would say to that is less blame and more confused, but thank you. And she will go below deck.
And she'll kind of call down to you. If you notice anything strange, do pass it on to the next.
And she will give a faux salute, but continue to head downstairs.
Alrighty. And with that, the night concludes. The next morning comes. Everybody gets a long rest. Is there anything people wish to do this day?
I would actually like to corner Emmet at some point.
Sure, yeah. Midday works as people are taking their lunch break.
Yeah, I'll essentially take her attention, not to one side. It's not a private conversation. She'll look to Emmet and go, if you have the resources left tonight before we go to bed, I was wondering if you could send a message to my brother.
Yeah, I can do that.
Doesn't need to be anything, the only word I can think of is sentimental. I was more wondering if he would be able to craft and send to us a sending stone, so that it would be a little easier to keep in contact with our friends beyond the veil.
Beyond the veil?
As in the Feywild.
Oh, okay.
Because while the sending spell works to an extent, there's always a chance of it failing, as we saw with William. Whereas, as far as I'm aware, a sending stone should be a little bit more accurate.
So you want him to have a stone and you to have a stone?
But either way, it's more the thing of he has a wage and resources that we do not have. So if anyone's going to make it, it's him.
Okay. I can send that now. Like she puts down like the food bowl.
That's completely up to you. It was more the thing of, I didn't want you to waste any resources on it.
It's a spell, and just starts casting it, and then the eyes go white.
All right, roll me a d100. Okay. Fine.
The time.
Fine. What if I made it? It was 95 to 100 was my 5% of it failing, huh? What if it was that? I will be honest. I change the 5% every time. Like sometimes it's 45 to 50. Sometimes it's 43 to 40, like 8. Like I change that 5% everywhere. I'm like, let's just see where it goes this time, you know?
So what was the 5% this time?
It was 5 to 10. So it succeeded. So what do you say? What is your 5 words? 5 words. 25 words.
From Varys. Could you please create a pair of sending stones? So you have one and she has one. Thanks in advance. Let me know.
It takes
Bad blood.
takes a minute. Greetings. That. Hang on. I can have that done. Getting into you would be the difficult space. If you have a recommendation of the location, I can have a scout find a way to bring a courier to you.
I just repeat it back to Varys.
Technically, if we have gold, Max can be our courier.
I have gold.
Asper just sneaks up, just standing behind you. I have gold.
As Varys will just turn to, I'm assuming Max is there, like, eating lunch. So he's like, spell clarification, dear. Your courier spell. You could just send a box and him put the sending stone in the box?
I'm about to find out. I need to double check that spots. There we go. All right. Open empty chairs. Span of 3 feet. While spell lasts, you can deposit it. Fit. You have a living creature. As soon as it closes. Okay. Hold on. If the target creature is on another plane, or if it is proofed against magic detection or location, the contents of the chest reappear at your. If the target creature is on another plane, or if it is proofed against magic, it will reappear at the ground of your feet. So therefore, it cannot be used for cross planes.
In that case, then it would just be like balls. I mean, I guess you could tell him Olnevia for now, and we can update him as that changes. Or we can tell him to send it to our house. And then we just send the courier to the house.
If we were to send it to Olnevia, we're in Olnevia. If we're sending it back to the homestead, how are we gonna get it?
Using the courier. Again, looks at Max to be like, am I understanding that correctly?
That is correctly, yes. If that stone was sent to anywhere on your plane, it would work. But he has to know the person. So if he thinks of, say, what's his name? Fucking...
Well, X, our courier.
William?
X, yeah. Or William. The box would show up there and they could put it in it and then you could get it. It just needs to get someplace onto your plane. To somebody you know.
So
Okay.
realistically, you could send it to the homestead, and then once we get the message of it has arrived, you can collect it. We can then send the courier. But he doesn't
Okay,
need to know that part. He just needs to know our homestead, and he knows where that is because he's been spying on us, the little shit.
Okay. So just for clarification, you want me to sending back to your brother to say to send it to the homestead, and then say that when it gets there, he needs to send somebody a different sending so that Max can send a courier, and then we get it. Right?
Well, the easy version of that would be it needs to go to this homestead. There should be a man there called William. William will know what to do. Because realistically,
Okay.
William should be there.
Okay.
I feel like if we make that any more complicated, it's just not going to work.
Send it to the homestead. William will be there. William will get in contact with us.
Yeah, we might need to be a bit more specific because I don't think Day knows who William is. So just like human man named William.
Okay. Cast sending again.
Okay.
Send it to the homestead. A human male named William Oxford will be there. He'll get in contact with us. Max will send a courier. Thank you.
Understood. Not sure how long it will take me, but I'll get on it. I hope things are well.
I relay everything back to Varys. Do you want me to reply to that?
No. I'll have a way of communicating with him sooner rather than later, so you might as well save the spells.
Do I need to cast sending to William now?
I mean, you don't have to right this second, but probably within the next couple of days, say like, oh, at some unknown time, an elven man will be appearing with some sending stones.
Poor William.
I'm just gonna send it now. If I delay it, I feel like that's just gonna make it worse for William.
Of course, Feywild Tide, they might already be done. Yes, message William.
I guess sending to William.
Okay.
Hey William, hope you're okay. Long story short, Varys' brother is going to be sending a sending stone to Homestead. Let us know when arrives. And I believe that's the 25 words.
You get a thumbs up emoji. No, I'm kidding. You should be able to send like emojis in fucking sending. Hi.
Do they take up a character slot?
Yes, they take up a
Colon open ellipses. Colon open ellipses.
Thanks for the heads up. Things are going well, making some headway. We'll send information when compiled. We'll let you know when I receive the stone.
Reiterates it back to Varys.
And that is how you make plans. And she looks so pleased with herself to be there, like, hell yeah, I'm using my family connections to get us magical items.
And meanwhile, Ahmed is the freaking magical version of email.
Yes. Though, to be fair, rather apologetically. She's like, but once this is done, you won't have to do that as much.
Alrighty. Is there anything else people wish to do? Okay. Then, with that, because of some things that are going to be happening after this, and lack of individuals here, we are going to unfortunately end the session there. I know it's slightly early, um, but there's a few things that I can't really maneuver around too much without retconning too much, and then things of the session just being absolutely worthless and useless. So we are going to end it there. That being said, just a heads up for chat of those who are going to be listening in. This month and next month is going to be a little bit rough for us. So there will be a possible session on the 24th of July, which will be next Friday. I'm hopeful for it, but there's no guarantees. There probably won't be one on the 31st or on the 7th. And then we're hopeful for the rest of August that we'll be able to continue the normal game. It just depends on some things on my side. Whether we do something else on those days, or if it's just a free Friday for you, that will be remain to be seen. Ha! But I do appreciate you bearing with us. I appreciate you tuning in for this session. I hope you all enjoyed it. Thank you very much to my players for joining us. And with that, I thank you all, and I bid you all a very fine good night from 20 Sides of Failure. Bye-bye.
Bye.
Because your boyfriend's a bitch.
Hey.